Hi, I'm Larry London, and this is Border Crossings. On today's show, it's Grammy-nominated singer-songwriter Emily King. Emily started her career back in 2004 with the release of her debut CD, East Side Story. And in 2007, she received a Best R&B Album Grammy nomination. Under the wing of legendary producer Clive Davis, Emily has toured with John Legend, Alicia Keys, Chaka Khan, and others. And she performed in 2013 at the Royal Albert Hall in London. She joins us today to talk about all of her great career accomplishments and about her brand new album, The Switch. Join us as we welcome Emily King on today's Border Crossings. Hi, this is Larry London. Welcome to Border Crossings. In our studios with us today is Emily King. Emily is on tour right now for her brand new album, The Switch, and it's the follow-up to the 2007 album, East Side Story.
That's right.
And in 2007, you were nominated for a Grammy. And why did you wait so many years to put out the second album?
No good answer for that. It was a natural progression. It took me a lot of time to figure out what I wanted to do and how to do it, because I got dropped from my label, and I learned how to record on my own and how to fund that and how to, write better songs and
write better songs. A Grammy nominated
I shaved my
album.
head. That took a while.
So the first album comes out 2007, and you get word you've been nominated for a Grammy. I mean, what goes through your mind at that point? I mean, it's early on in your career, so that's life-changing.
It was. I was in Japan at the time, and my manager came to the hotel and told me, and, I just wanted to... I showed off immediately. I mean, I just emailed everybody. But at the same time, those things aren't supposed to matter to one's mind, because it can mess with you. But I went to the ceremony and I had a great time. I wore a dress. There were so many celebrities there. I got a headache. I went to the bathroom. Raquel Welch was in the bathroom. It was like Twilight Zone. And I didn't win. So there was that.
Just being there, right?
Just being there,
Just being
sure.
there, sure. That's really... And I looked at a lot of videos that you put out and a lot of things you've done, and you're right. You don't wear dresses very often.
I don't wear dresses very often.
Not
no.
something you're...
Well, I think I just do it the opposite of my mother sometimes. She wears the dresses, I wear the pants. So whatever she's into, I rebel against that.
And I think I read somewhere your parents were into music for a while.
Yeah, my folks were singers, are singers. But they sang as a duo together for 14 years.
Wow.
So I grew up with them singing a lot.
That's why you chose this?
That's why they chose it for me.
They chose it for predetermined.
Predetermined, no choice, actually.
And growing up in Manhattan, that's got to be a very exciting place.
Yeah, it is.
To be, and
it can
vibe
be.
And the
you could also just stay home, which happens a lot.
Well, according to your tour schedule, you've been touring with Sarah Bareilles and Train and Maroon 5 and quite a few huge acts around the world. You've, I assume, gone internationally with them.
Yeah, that was awesome. I got to tour with some incredible artists. These guys came with me and had fun and just kind of took notes on the side of the stage and got to experience the Royal Albert Hall with Emily Sandé. And,
right.
We had the best time on tour with Sarah last summer, so it's been cool. I kind of just try and learn something from all of those.
And when artists go on tour with other bands, do you guys hang out together, or is it you go off in your limo and they go off in their limo?
It's tough. Of course, the whole limo thing can be tough, and then whose limo is whose, you can't decide. Everyone's so busy doing stuff, but sometimes we get to meet in the cafeteria or wherever we're eating, which is nice.
Great. Well, we're happy you're here in our studios, and I know that the new album just came out not too long ago.
It did.
In June, I know you've been very excited about it, as you should be. And we'll ask you more about the album and the songs on the album, but if you wouldn't mind doing a song for us, we'd love to hear something live in studio.
Let's do it.
From Emily King.
If there's something I need, I don't already have, I know I get it from a good friend. There's something I need I don't already have. I know I get it from a good friend. There's something I need I don't already have. I know I get it from a good friend. There's something I need I don't already have. I know I get it from a good friend. I know there is a mountain. I know there is a climb. I've thought about the danger, the darkness of the night. But soon as I get weary, soon as I close my eyes, you're there to lift the burden from my mind. If there's something I need I don't already have, I know I get it from a good friend. There's something I need I don't already have. I know I get it from a good friend. There's something I need I don't already have. I know I get it from a good friend. There's something I need I don't already have. I know I get it from a good friend. I know I've been impatient. I know I've been upset. I know I felt the pressure, looking for happiness. But soon as I get weary, soon as I lose my head, you're there to lift my burden once again. If there's something I need I don't already have, I know I get it from a good friend. There's something I need I don't already have. I know I get it from a good friend. There's something I need I don't already have. I know I get it from a good friend. There's something I need I don't already have. I know I get it from a good friend. Woo! Something I need I don't already have. I know I get it from a good friend. There's something I need I don't already have. I know I get it from a good friend. There's something I need I don't already have. I know I get it from a good friend. There's something I need I don't already have. I know I get it from a good friend.
Woo! Great. Emily King here on our show. Now, the Switch is the name of the album. That song you just did on that album.
Yeah.
What's it called?
It's called Good Friend.
Good
I don't know
Friend.
if you heard that
Yeah,
lyric
I picked
in
it up
there.
in the lyrics.
Okay.
Just making sure. Sometimes songs don't have anything in the lyrics
Right.
about the title
It's called
of the song.
Peanut Butter and Jelly.
That's
That's
it.
what it's called.
And the new one I just checked out online is, I guess, the animal.
Yeah.
And the video is it's interesting to follow. It's black and white. It's color. There's
Yeah.
lots of color. There's a cartoon character of you throughout the video.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was interesting.
That
I
was
like the
fun.
song too.
Thank you.
Yeah, it sounds great. And it's the follow up to Distance, I think, was the
That's
last
right.
single, right?
You did your homework.
I did my homework.
Thank you, Larry.
I know everything Emily King.
Uh-oh.
You have, plans for the next decade?
I do. I want to become a billionaire. That's pretty much the whole plan.
That's the plan. That's it. That's the agenda.
Yeah.
Well, you're well on your way.
I think so. I got about $100 right now.
You're a billion short of a billionaire.
Several zeros.
Several zeros.
Hey.
Now, so the tour's over with Sarah Bareilles. You're doing a headline thing right now?
Doing a headline thing.
Great.
Yeah, so that was on my list because I've been opening for many years now, and now I'm headlining, which is awesome.
That's fantastic. And where are you going? Is this tour going out of the country when you're on there?
Yeah, eventually we have plans in October, November to get to Europe.
And why did you call the album The Switch? What made you decide that?
Well, I really always have a hard time naming things. Even my dog came with his name, Billy, which I was relieved about. Shout out to Billy. And so when we were recording this album, we had a selection of songs, and we went through them, and I thought, I could do a title track. And The Switch seemed to be something that people can interpret on their own without me forcing the meaning down their throat. And it applied to me in a lot of different ways, too.
Now, since it's been 8 years since the last album,
Yeah.
will people who bought the first album recognize Emily King? Is it a continuation, or has the time gone and you've changed your style and sound, do you think?
I hope they recognize me. I always try to change and grow and do better things. So, of course, there's a part of me I can't change, whether I like it or not. And I think that part they'll recognize. But I wanted to do different grooves on this album and talk about different things. And so there might be some things they don't recognize.
Mm-hmm. And the stories on the album are about things you've experienced or things you observed, or?
Yeah, I think all of my favorite songs are the ones that really are true to my life.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But I definitely have fun writing and just about other people too, because sometimes my life isn't exciting enough to write about.
I find that hard to believe. Just looking at you, you're very stylish. I can see your style. Well, you're known for the different looks that you've presented, over the years, and so I'm just kind of curious where you developed the look you have now, the style that you have.
I think it comes from just experimenting with different things. I love throwbacks. I love shoulder pads. I don't know if you noticed that.
Those are pads? Oh,
no, this is my actual body. It's
right.
how I'm. Yeah, it's crazy. And so it's been an evolution. I just wanted to figure out what I feel comfortable in and find something where I don't really have to think about it, because I've dressed certain ways in the past where, the outfit wore me and I was focused on that and not the music. So.
Yeah, there's the
I'm
list.
sure you can relate.
Oh, yeah, you can tell. Now, absolutely. Now, your list, does that include designing clothing? Does that include any fashion type thing that you might want to try?
That would be fun, yeah. When I was younger, I always wanted to make my own clothes and that kind of thing. So I would be into that for sure.
Well, that's great. I mean, and you're very stylish, as I mentioned. You have a unique look, and your sound is great. I love your voice and the sound that you have. It's soft. It's very easy to listen to. Beautiful voice.
Thanks. Thank you.
Really enjoy it. I'm glad you're here. And it's Emily King here on Border Crossings.
Time to get up, I think you've been sleeping too long. My day started when you were still yawning. One rule just ain't enough when it's two folks trying to get along. But it's hard to leave you alone. Ooh. Oh, love is always better when we take time to get back to who we are. When we are apart, distance makes the heart grow. Even when I'm lonely, happy knowing that your love is never far. When we are apart, distance makes the heart. It makes the leaves on the trees fall, makes the hours in the day long, makes me wanna clear my head, find a little cafe and write the words to a song. And I know that I'm still free, be anywhere that I wanna be. Maybe get dressed up, wear something real pretty that you ain't never seen. Oh, love is always better when we take time to get back to who we are. When we are apart, distance makes the grow. Even when I'm lonely, happy knowing that your love is never far. When we are apart, distance makes the heart, 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 heart. Listen, when you love, it makes the heart. When you trust, it makes the heart. And when you call, it makes the heart. When we're alone, when we're apart, in the middle of a fight, walk away to make it right. And where we go, we're never far. In the light or in the dark, on a plane, up in the stars, in a movie or at the bar, home alone or out to tea. Look to your heart and think of me. I wanna love you, don't wanna try to change your pace on your life. We get together, we make it good. We get together, oh. Hey, love, time to get up. I think you've been sleeping too long. My day started when you were still
Beautiful. Beautiful, gorgeous.
Thank
Emily
you.
King here on Border Crossings on the Voice of America. You have worked with many different great producers, many different people, and Clive Davis discovered you, I guess. I mean, that was early on. That must be something that you have to pinch yourself every once in a while.
Yeah, pinch myself. He hired me and he fired me.
He hired you and fired you. Not on the same day,
Pinch
though.
myself.
Not the same day. He hired you, signed you to a contract. You released the album and earned the Grammy nomination. So what happened then? I mean,
a lot of things happened. I was very naive and for better and worse. I was really excited, and as I should have been. I mean, he's a legend. Peter Edge, I should shout out, was the catalyst to that signing, and Chucky Thompson, who was my producer at the time, who is from DC. Shout out to Chucky, DC native. But so I was signed, and then it took about 3 years to make the album, and then it finally came out, and a year later I was dropped. So you don't take these things personally. It was just business, but I know that now. I didn't really know that then.
Mm-hmm. So you've learned a lot through your
I've
experiences.
learned a lot.
And even though this is only album 2, you're a much smarter, more seasoned, businesswoman, I guess. What label is this? Is this your own label?
This is my own label.
What's it called?
It's called Making Music Records.
Great.
Yeah.
And so you decided, I'm going to become a businesswoman and do this myself.
Well, I got this jacket and I thought, man, I have shoulder pads now.
I got shoulder pads. Oh, you're a trip. What's your website for people that want to check you out online?
It's EmilyKingMusic.com.
Mm-hmm. Because I know we're broadcasting to the world, 60 different countries. We're also, streaming live right now in our studios as we, tape the show. So there's lots of people watching and listening around the world.
Thanks.
And if people want to see you on tour, the tour plan is for when for Europe?
The tour plan for Europe is October and November.
Okay. And
we'll be out there with our band. Man, I'm so excited. I haven't been there in a while.
What's the show like? I mean, it's not an acoustic show, what you're doing right now.
That's right.
You have
it's a
full
band. The whole shebang.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We have keys, bass, drums, guitar. Myself, I play guitar.
And the backup singers and
Jamie.
And the dancing.
Jamie Woods.
Looks like you want to get up and dance.
Gotta get them dancing. That's the switch.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's the switch.
That's the switch.
There it is. We just hit on it. I was going to ask you also, as far as performing live, it's got to be a great experience for you. Who are the fans? Who comes out and watches Emily King? Who are your fans?
Everybody. Mom, Dad, my brother.
Your brother.
Like my neighbors come out. And a lot of friends, a lot of
So you appeal to all different ages.
I really hope so. Mm-hmm. I want everybody to enjoy it.
That's not easy to do these days in music. Everybody seems to be in a lane.
Yeah. That's true.
That's the lane they stay in. So
I mean, the goal is to write a song that everybody likes.
That's wonderful.
I think they call those hits, which I'm still working on. If you have one, let me know.
Now, who shaped you as far as music goes? I mean, who did you listen to growing up? Who are you listening to now?
I listened to a lot of, Michael Jackson. Love Michael Jackson. My parents totally, took all their tricks. Mm-hmm. A lot of jazz, a lot of R&B, hip hop growing up, and then later on, I got into folk, jazz, Cat Stevens, the Beatles, all of the classics, Jimi Hendrix, Bob Marley.
Because I know the Grammy nomination was for Best R&B Album, but I'm listening now, and I don't necessarily hear just R&B in what you're doing now. Thank you.
I love everything, and I feel I don't consider myself, of course, just an R&B singer. I'm a billionaire.
That's right.
We sing everything.
That's it. You own everything and sing everything.
Exactly. So I listen to everything. So I try to reflect that in the songwriting. And
you also are an award winner. You got a Holly Award, from the Songwriters Awards show.
That was awesome. Yeah.
So tell me about the Holly. What is this? Buddy Holly Award?
Yes.
A young, beautiful girl gets a Buddy Holly Award. How does that happen?
He was an amazing artist and songwriter, and such. He was so young, and so I was honored to have any association with him. He had nothing to do with it, obviously. But I got an award anyway, long story long. And they gave me a little bit of money that helped with my recording. So that was great.
It always helps to have some
Always
money.
helps.
Well, that's that. You know, I mean, I enjoy your music and your story because it's very refreshing that, you know, you're taking charge now. You're taking ownership and you're in control.
Thank
and
you.
I know you write all your own stuff too.
I do. And I want to introduce my producer and collaborator and songwriting partner, Jeremy Most.
Hello, Jeremy.
Hello, everyone.
He keeps
world.
a low profile, but I got to shout him out because we do all the music together.
And your backup singers.
And this is Jamie Woods, and she is a beautiful songwriter.
Do you have a highlight or a favorite moment so far at this point? I mean, having been on the road with so many well-known acts, is there something that happened to you along the way that kind of separates
Last
everything?
night was cool.
Last night. There's your highlight. Today, now, it's your highlight.
I have a
That's it.
short-term memory, so I'm just like... We went out last night looking for food. We were staying in Petersburg, Virginia, and the only place open at 10:30 was this bar. And we walked up to the place. Nobody's inside, and on the door there were all these signs: "No gang colors." You know, make sure you're wearing shoes, and all these signs. And we looked at each other like we probably shouldn't go in here. We got scared, even being from New York. And anyway, we were so hungry, so we went inside. And there was two people in there, the bartender and the DJ. And we ordered food, and all of a sudden, my song comes on. The DJ was playing my song.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, man, that's weird. And anyway, the bartender had looked us up because she figured we were a band. And so that was a nice little moment.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
You get a little love from the bar.
It's just, you never know.
You never know.
Yeah.
Where the love's going to come from.
Exactly. And they were just the nicest people. It was
So
awesome.
you wrote. When did you write your first song?
First song probably was 16 years old because I learned how to play guitar, and that's when I started writing.
Do you ever revisit the stuff you wrote years ago and take a look, pull it out of a notebook and say, whoa, what was I thinking? What was going on then?
I do sometimes. There's some nuggets in there, some good stuff. But, yeah, I try not to look back too often.
What's your favorite part of this business? Is it the recording, the touring, the songwriting?
The fun part is being on tour with my family and my friends. And singing live with the audience is the best. There's something to writing a song and recording a song that you just love, but that takes a lot of work. So that's the hard part for me. So really, this is the payoff: just being out here with everybody. That's my favorite.
And somebody told me, I don't know if it's true, but they said when you were growing up, you were a little bit shy, a little introverted.
Yeah.
And it was not easy to get you out of that shell. But now, here you are.
I realized it wasn't to my benefit. But still, sometimes I switch on the shy if I don't feel like talking to you. If I'm tired or something, I'm just like, hey.
Well, you have a soft sound. I like your sound. You professionally trained or just...
No. Well, I had a guitar teacher, Steve Bloom, shout out. He came to my house once a week and taught me Red Hot Chili Peppers and Led Zeppelin and all these songs. And my parents taught me how to sing. And that was my school, was being with them.
Well, that's great. You really have a nice sound.
Thank
beautiful,
you.
Beautiful
So
voice,
glad
as I
you
mentioned.
like it.
So The Switch is the new album, and it's now available again. Websites, Amazon,
Yeah,
iTunes, but
it's
your
on
website.
Spotify, it's on iTunes, Tidal, everything, all of the things. And yeah, it's out now. So please
Get a copy. Pick
try
it
to be a
up.
billionaire
Make
here.
her a billionaire.
Make me a billionaire.
That's right. We got several 100 million people tuned in, so if everybody bought one, you'd be okay. You'd
That'd
be
be
well on your
fine.
way.
Awesome.
All right. Emily King, would you do another song for us?
For sure. It's called Radium.
but can't get down with most philosophy. Buddha and the Pope sing a lovely note, take my soul to where it wants to go. Hendrix and Marley always do it right for me. If I had one religion, it would surely be a love song in the distance, a soft melody. If I had one request, granted after I'm gone, I would ask my creator, turn the radio on, turn the radio. Been to the mountains, seen the valley, seen the Holy Land too. But ain't no preacher like Aretha when I'm feeling real blue. Buddha and the Pope sing a loving note, taking my soul to where it wants to go. Lennon and the Chief always do it right for me. If I had one religion, it would surely be a love song in the distance, a soft melody. If I had one request, granted after I'm gone, I would ask my creator, turn the radio on, turn the radio on. Oh, ooh,
Emily King here on Border Crossings. The album is The Switch. Well, I'm sure a lot of people around the world are anxious to see you in concert, hopefully when you tour to Europe. And
I would love to see that.
there's many other places around the world that I'm sure listening right now and watching right now that would like to have you come to their countries as well. So if people want to reach out to you, can they get you on Facebook and Twitter and those places?
Yeah, Twitter is the best way. I'm on there all the time, and I read what people say, so be kind. And yeah, tweet at me. Let me know if where you are, so I would love to come
What's your
visit
Twitter
town.
handle?
It's at Emily King Music.
All right. And you've done a lot of interesting different shows. I saw, like I said, one of the videos was you did a hall performance. It wasn't the Royal Albert Hall. It was a different kind of a hall.
Rockwood Music Hall.
Yes, that was it. That was it, exactly.
Yeah, that's a great venue in New York.
That was 2012 or something like that?
Yeah. We did a lot of shows there, and we love playing there. It's like home.
Mm-hmm. But not like going to Royal Albert Hall.
Different halls.
Very different hall.
Yeah, it's different. Royal Albert Hall was amazing.
Did you get to meet any of the royal family when you were there?
No, but we pretended.
You pretended?
Yeah, and they have these amazing halls with photos of everyone that's ever played there, and they do sports events too. So Muhammad Ali's been there, and all kinds of people. So we were just, reveling in that whole thing.
Well, it's great to talk to you, to have you in our studios
Likewise.
here in D.C. Come back again.
I will.
We'd love to have you on the next time you're in D.C.
Thanks.
Come back, sing some more music for us. After your
Got
album
my
has
number.
made you $1 billion. Which
I have to be a billionaire before I return.
That's it. Well, no.
I'm not going to tell you if I am, by
That's
the
right.
way.
Okay, well, I'll know if I see you again. I'll know who I can ask for money.
All right, exactly.
All right, well, thank
Setting
you,
myself
Emily
up.
King.
Thank
Our guest.
you, Larry.
The album is The Switch, and it's Emily King, our guest today on Border Crossings on VOA TV.